Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, foolish just like submissive vessels. I'm a useful idiot, and today I would like to talk about abortion as a political tool, because I was surprised to find abortion dragged out of the closet yet again this election, and it seems so cynical and crass the way that it has been brought up in election after election since the 70s. I've experienced this in one election after another, where abortion is brought out once again to define the difference between the partisan sides of this political spectrum, the Democrats and the Republicans. So we've had a lot of confusion after the 8 years of Bush and the 4 years of Obama, where more and more people identify as independents, and both conservatives and liberals are a little confused by the role changing going on between the parties. And so anyway, abortion, when it is brought out, is very good at motivating everyone to get back in their respective camps, and they know who they are as conservatives and liberals. And they use these social engineering hot button issues in order to achieve that goal. And it really motivates the fundamentalist Republican base, Christian base, and I understand some of their grievances. I don't think the government should be paying for abortions either. I don't want taxpayer money going to the government and then going back to pay for abortions. However, I do have some wiggle room as far as funding Planned Parenthood and distributing birth control, because certainly unwanted children and more children that will be paid for by the taxpayers through the welfare state is no solution to this matter either. And I also take issue with the fact that the fundamentalist Christians don't want their taxpayer money going to fund abortions. And I agree with that principle, because I don't want my taxpayer money going to fund corporate and semi-Christian crusades against the rest of the world, because fundamentalist Christians don't seem to have any problem with our foreign adventures and supporting the war state. And I find that ironic. I find that ironic because the fact is they talk about the value of life, and yet our war policies have resulted in the deaths of certainly 500,000 children in Iraq due to sanctions, and then the wars all across the Middle East and Africa now, where children certainly are not immune to the effects of war. So the message I'm getting from fundamentalist Christians is that basically we're talking about the value of life for white babies, and we're also talking about the value of life of American babies, and that doesn't count Palestinian babies or Iranian babies or Iraqi babies or Syrian babies or Libyan babies. And it also tells me that life has a lot of value until after you're born, and then fuck you, you're on your own. So much for family values, so much for being pro-life. And so anyway, I don't want my tax dollars going to that either. So we can agree on principle on that basic idea. So anyway, and I'm always surprised that a lot of the GOP base and the fundamentalists are always fooled by this dragging out the abortion issue once again to pander to them, and to use it for more divisiveness and to help redefine the slim differences between the Republicans and the Dempublicans. So and I know that the politicians, being politicians and being human beings and being assholes, they don't have any irons in the fire. In this case, it is merely a crass, cynical political move, and why not use this time-honored classic, because it works every time. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.